What is up, guys? Welcome to the big unbox where we do that small tech, and today I am back with another big unboxing for you. Today we're back with the all-new OnePlus 6, and this was just released, I believe, a couple days ago. I know that a lot of people have gotten their hands on it early, like the tech reviewers, but I had to pay for mine like you guys, so we'll check it out together and see if this one's going to be a hit or miss. We'll do a little overview of it, so let's go and check it out, guys. So the presentation is always going to be premium from OnePlus. You got this white, beautiful box, got the OnePlus logo up top, obviously got the 6 right there, and then you got a little OnePlus 6 on the back. And then on the back, it's going to be that usual red, which looks beautiful, and that's pretty much it. Now this one's going to come in quite a few different variations. Now one thing I wish they would have done is come out with maybe the red right off the bat. So they got two different color blacks. They got like a mirror black, and then they got a midnight black, and those are both available today. And you get those in either 6 gigs. I'm sorry, actually the mirror black is the only one you can get in 6 gig. The other ones you can get in 8 gig and 128 storage. And then the midnight black, you can actually go all the way up to 256, which is quite a bit of storage. There's no expandable memory on this, so keep that in mind when you're actually doing the purchase. I went ahead and got the basic 6 gig, 64 gigs, I'm sorry, 6 gigs of RAM, 64 gigs of storage, simply for the fact that my OnePlus 5T ran super smooth with 6 gigs of RAM. I went with the 8 gigs of RAM with the OnePlus 5, and I didn't notice much of a difference. So let's go ahead and check this out, guys. Very excited about this. And you can also get the white one that's coming up in about 2 weeks. You can get that. So let's check this out. Let's go and get to the unboxing. Very excited. As always, you know we're going to hit these accessory reviews up real hard. Got lots of accessories already on deck to unbox. So we'll get those going as soon as we can. And you can expect lots of third-party reviews for accessories. We got some Orsley stuff coming. We got, I think, an OtterBox coming, so keep tuned in to the Big Unbox channel. You know we're going to hit this up real hard. If you guys have any suggestions, throw it in the comment section. We'll get to as many reviews as we can for this one. I don't know, what do you guys think about that notch? We won't talk too much about it, but I wish they would have, that's the one thing I wish they would have left behind on this one, is that notch. So you got that premium feel. Honestly, when you take this like a suction, pull up the box, I love that opening a brand new box. You got that traditional red, which looks gorgeous. That's why I wish they would have come out with the red version of this one from the start. I just love that OnePlus red. Here's the phone itself. We'll put that to the side. Got your books and stuff inside here. We'll get to that. Probably the usual suspect. Oh, they give you a case as well. They did that with the OnePlus 5T. So shout out to them for doing that as well. Not a lot of companies do that, so they give you one of these cases. This is a smoke color case, and you can see through it. So it's going to be very minimalist. It's going to be one of those gel style cases. We'll throw it on and see how it is. You can see the actual inside of it. It's got like a little dot pattern that actually does help out with some fingerprints and just, you know, overall showing fingerprints. We'll put that to the side. Got your books right here. OnePlus 6. Got the books, put that to the side. SIM ejector, we'll use that. Got your mandatory suspects right here, guys. Your huge brick, the dash charge. That fast charge is probably one of the fastest in the game. So keep these handy if you guys need an extra one. If you guys have that OnePlus 5 or OnePlus 5T, keep these around. It's going to be the same exact charger. And obviously that's going to be that braided, beautiful looking red. Actually, I love that red. It's just a natural looking red. So we'll put that to the side and check out the actual phone itself, the main feature. Now this is going to be, obviously they went with the glass back, right? I guess this is my other issue with this. It's they went with the glass back. They probably should have went with the wireless charging. I'm not really sure why they didn't do that, but that would be the only gripe that I would have with that besides the notch. Got that beautiful feel. You can see it's got that mirror-like finish to it. I actually like the way it looks a lot. Now this is gonna be a fingerprint magnet, but this is definitely a different look for OnePlus. You got that logo looking beautiful right there, and right there, designed by OnePlus on the very bottom. Beautiful looking black. I mean, it almost looks. Look at that. It's just like almost like a jet black, where it's super black actually. Let's be honest. Got the fingerprint sensor on the back right there, just above the actual logo, and it's actually in a nice spot. It looks a little bit different than the OnePlus 5T version. I actually like the way it looks a lot. Got the camera on the back right here instead of on the corner, so you got it kind of, you know, it's vertical. It looks actually a very nice spot, so all your cases are gonna have this type of look as well. It's where the cutout is just one spot right here. So we'll check that out with some other cases. I actually wish they would have done something like this, like kind of had a little cutoff right there to divide the two, because I find myself doing this, hitting it, the actual, you can see right there, you can see there's really not a lot of divide. So what I usually do is I just hit my finger on the actual camera, and that's one thing I do a lot with this. There you go. Yeah, you can see this right here. So this is my Galaxy S9 Plus. You can see it's the same exact thing, where it's very similar, looks very similar, but what I do is almost knock that all the time. So I wish they would have had a divide like this. This case has a nice little divide right there. So overall, that glass back looks super beautiful, and then you can see the actual screen itself. It's got that notch right there, so just a little bit at the top, and it's very small. Let's check out the difference between that and then so here's your actual notch on the iPhone 10. We'll see the notch is very heavy, so it's definitely a smaller notch up top. It's not as noticeable, so it's not a big deal. I just wish they would have done without it. Even if they would have just kind of made that happen, where they would have cut it out completely, I would have even taken a little bit more of the, you know, black border on the bottom and top. That's just me personally. I don't know what you guys think about that. Let's go ahead and turn it on, see what we got. They kept the alert slider, which is very nice. I love that alert slider. It's one of my favorite features about OnePlus. Alert slider is great to have. There we go. See, we got some juice. It's popping up. Powered by Android. Got the logo looking nice. Woo, look at that screen. That is a gorgeous looking screen, guys. It's got a premium feel to it, which all OnePlus phones have. But that glass back does look super nice, and it's on par with. Let's check this out. While we're here, while we're waiting it to load, let's check out that black versus the Samsung black real quick. Let's check it out. It looks very similar. I actually think this is a deeper black. What do you guys think about that? This is more of a deeper black than even the Samsung Midnight Black. So this is a very deep black. I like it a lot. Let's check out the actual sizing of it. So you can see it's very similar. So this is going to be a little bit bigger with the 6.3-inch screen. Obviously this is a little bit smaller. You can see that notch right there. So the notch is right there, and it goes away if you're doing it right there. See, look, it goes away if you're watching it this way. So that's one thing that is nice. The notch does go away. Looks beautiful. Let me go ahead and put my information in, guys. Put the video on pause. We'll finish up the overview, and then we'll go ahead and hit those accessory reviews hard. Hold tight, guys. Be right back. What's up, guys? Welcome back. So we got the phone loaded up, ready to go. I gotta say, this was super fast to load up. Put my information in. I mean, it loaded very fast. And the first thing you notice is you got that never settle. The wallpaper looks very nice and vibrant. You got that red and blue. It just looks very nice. And I love the screen, where they did a really nice job. It's just like a subtle curve to it. It's not much. You can see just a very subtle curve to it, just enough to make the actual screen kind of just blend in with the actual sides of the device, which is very nice. And again, the notch isn't actually that noticeable, so it's not that big a deal once you actually have it. I wish they wouldn't have done it, simply for the fact that there's just so many, it's just like an iPhone, but you don't need that. But that's just me. I'm sorry going on a rant about that. Just wish they wouldn't have done that. Anyways, but the screen itself, very beautiful, very vibrant. They did a nice job with it. I wanted to check out with you guys what version of Android they're running out of the box. Let's go and check this out real quick. So you got 8.1. So that's pretty nice. Right out of the box, you got 8.1. And I believe there is a system update for the Oxygen. Not a problem, so that's nice to have. They've been doing a lot better with their updates from the Android, and they actually been doing their own updates a lot more in terms of the Oxygen. So I appreciate OnePlus with the constant updates. Nice job there. But the screen itself, beautiful, and you can see again just kind of curves right into the screen itself. Let's check out a little bit more details about the phone itself. You got just a speaker grill at the bottom, so it's not a dual one, but obviously they do keep the headphone jack right there, which is nice to have. So that's one thing they're doing. You got the notch, but you do have a headphone jack. So shout out to OnePlus for keeping that. I would wish they would have had dual speakers. So I'm sure the speakers aren't great, but not the end of the world. And again, woo, that glass back does look beautiful. So you can see the camera hump just a little bit. So you want to rock a case on that. Alert slider again, nice. And then you got your volume up and down on the side right here, and then your power button right there. And it's just a very refined looking device. I think they did a nice job just with the overall look of this device. It kind of looks like a mixture of a few different phones, but I think this is very polished, and they did a nice job just polishing this one, and just subtle changes versus the OnePlus 5T, which was a great device. Let's go and check out the case that they give you. We're gonna do a 2-for-1 review real quick and bust this out. One thing you guys will be happy to know, they keep what the OnePlus thing, what they've been doing, they keep that actual screen protector, that pre-installed screen protector. Now this is very, you know, I wouldn't say this is going to give you a lot of protection, but you can see that screen protector is edge to edge. You can actually see it around that notch right there, that screen protector is going to give you some decent protection. So if you guys are on the lookout for that, you know, that OnePlus 5 tempered glass, you know, we got that coming as well. But I just want to let you guys know that they do have that pre-installed one on there. So anybody that likes that minimalist look, you know, that kind of likes to raw dog their phones without a case, no screen protector, it does have that actually pre-installed screen protector that's very thin and lightweight. That's not going to provide any type of extra, you know, issues with the screen sensitivity. All right, so this case, let's take off this little thing right here. Shout out to them for throwing in the case. I know they don't need to do that, but nice job, especially when actually, one thing I would say about OnePlus, I know I'm kind of going off on a tangent here, but I actually like their cases are probably my favorite cases from any company, any first party. I mean, these are wonderful cases, and we got all the cases coming up. That's a little plug for the future. We got lots of cases coming up for the OnePlus 5, especially the official ones. So the camera, look at it, you get the camera cut out right there. Look, everything looks precise. Fingerprint sensor, look at that, nice transition to the fingerprint sensor. No issues at all. It's going to add some decent grip to it. It's one of those gel style cases, so it's going to give you some basic protection. I actually like the way it looks, especially with that black popping through. You can see that OnePlus logo right there looking very nice popping through, just enough to see it. So this is a very nice looking case, and what it does is kind of avoids that fingerprints that you'll have on the crystal clear one. So nice job to OnePlus for throwing that in there. Let's check out that mandatory lip protection. So you do have some raised edges. You can see the raised corners. Nice job there. All four corners are raised up just a little bit, so if you do drop it, obviously you're hoping that it's going to hit those corners and not hit that screen. So nice job there. It's obviously not too much of a protection on the sides, but I really like that extra lip on the corners there. Let's check out the alert slider. Easy to get to, no issues at all. Buttons are clicky and responsive. Overall, guys, I'm thinking this is going to be a hit. The price point on this, and obviously they kept it decent. I went with the 64 gig version. You can obviously go up to the 256 gigs. That's going to give you a lot more storage, but for my purpose, I think this is going to be a hit. You guys can check back on the channel. Keep the suggestions coming. We're going to keep the content rolling out, guys. Hit the subscribe button. We'll see you guys next time.